What is up, bodyweight exercise fans? In today's video from It Muscle, I want to talk about staying strong and lean after your 30s. So, as some of you know, I turned 30 this year, and that means that I also have a lot of people around that age. And a common thing I see is that this is a very common zone of age, that people start to degenerate, people start to gain a lot of weight, people start to get bellies, they stop moving, they generally go into a really unhealthy lifestyle. And if you compare our generation 30s, they look more like the previous generation's 50s, which is pretty sad. And there are a lot of reasons for this. I'm going to try to focus on the main reasons. Number one is eating too much, gaining weight. So a lot of people say that I eat as I used to eat, but I'm gaining more weight, and it's not really an excuse. Maybe your body has changed a little bit, but the truth is, physiologically, you haven't changed that much to blame your physiology for your weight gain. The truth is that you move a lot less nowadays. If you compare yourself with your 20s, you move a lot less, and you probably eat more crappy stuff. So, for example, a lot of 30-year-old guys have office jobs, and that means snacking a lot of crappy stuff during those office works. It means being sedentary a lot of hours during the week. It means a lot of mental stress, and all that results into gaining weight. So the solution to that is not to start whining and blaming your body and your age, but to move more and to be more conscious of your nutritional choices. Number two is exercise. As we said in the previous point, a lot of people in their 30s move less, and you have to set priorities at this point of your life. If you're like me and most 30-year-old people, you're pretty busy. You're working a lot, so don't try to do a ton of stuff. Focus on one thing. Personally, I focus on strength training, which is the best choice, especially for men in this age. If you have to choose one thing between cardio, this and that, and strength training, definitely go for strength training. It offers the most benefits, for one form of exercise. And try to also be more conscious of how you train nowadays. One thing that does change in this age, and I've noticed myself, is how more sensitive your body starts to become. So injuries, you're more prone to injuries, definitely. Recovery is also slower. You can't go as high intensity as you could do in your 20s and as frequent as you used to do that. So definitely try to adjust your programming a little bit. That's like the first thing I take in mind, when I make a program for someone, a custom program as a personal trainer. Age is a big factor. That's definitely gonna make me consider programming. So, try to decrease a little bit the intensity. Also make adjustments in your program. If you start to experience a lot of problems in joints and stuff, you have to make adjustments in the exercises that are causing these problems. That is why, for example, I had issues with my wrists, and that is why I've been doing a lot of wrist push-ups, which have helped me really stay injury-free and pain-free. Nowadays, I've made a tutorial about this exercise. Other stuff you should keep in mind is, like, for example, using more anatomical grips. I'm starting to do a lot more pull-ups nowadays with rings that, give a little bit more fluidity in your joints. And I also do a lot of mobility drills, which are very good for the health of your joints. The synovial fluid in your joints and all that. It basically keeps your joints a bit more greased up and more healthy, and it's a pretty awesome way to warm up as well. So check out also the mobility drill I've made. I put a link above. And the last thing in working out